Um, yeah, I just want to talk about something really quick, really quick. Just, I remember when I was younger, I kind of let myself go, like, physically, I guess, like hygiene and whatnot. Yeah, in a way. But because my mentality at that point was like, well, I don't care how people look at me. I don't care if people think I'm musty. No, I'm just playing, but you know what I mean. I hope. I don't know, but that changed, because I started realizing like there's a verse in the Bible, and I was talking about how like the well, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a people that call the Israelites. Israel still a nation because of thank God that's His grace. That a nation can live that long from so far back to now. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, so like that nation, they had priests, and they had a temple, and the priests they had to keep they had to keep themselves groomed. They couldn't have too long hair. They had to keep themselves looking nice, trimmed. And at first I was like, well, that's interesting. I wonder why that matters, in a temple, like I don't know if having a nice haircut makes you holy. That's kind of what I thought at first, but it hit me like it's not about because yeah, God sees your heart, but people at the end of the day, they judge by appearance, and how we treat ourselves on the outside will affect how people look at us as well. And that started really affecting me. Like I started really hitting me, and it hit me like, yeah, like I can dress a certain way, do treat my body a certain way, and like I can still be I don't need other people's approval of that, but at the same time I'm like, well, you know if I were a priest bearing, like serving God in the temple, or like was the perspective of like, if I want to bring honor to God's name, or well, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say like, if I want to be a good testimony, or like a testimony that honors God and kind of shows something, positive about God, I'm not gonna be in pajamas, chanclas, and like looking like homeless, you know. I mean, I don't know, because it just kind of just looks weird, It looks wrong, and I kind of didn't know that, because I just like, what, I'm gonna just dress the way I want for the heck of it and be like ragged. But then once that started really hitting me, and I started realizing why it's so important to be groomed, and to have and dress appropriately. It's because it's what we represent, how we represent ourselves affects how people see us, whether we like it or not. And when it comes to God, like if I want to represent something positive about God, then I gotta dress positive, and I gotta put myself in a positive appearance. It's kind of how I see it. Clean, and I gotta make sure that I come off as clean, not like, not like rusty, musty, dusty, and yeah, and crusty. So because serving God is not crusty. It's a great thing to do. It's holy. So why am I gonna dress like I don't know what I'm doing with my life? Kind of like how I see it. I know it sounds weird. Why am I bringing this up? But maybe not. Maybe to a lot of people, this is kind of like common sense, or this doesn't matter. But for me, it wasn't common sense, and for me, it does matter, and it just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a cool revelation, like why clothing matters, or how you dress matters, and it does. It honestly does, because yeah, because of what I just said. All right, anyways, you know, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I've drifted far apart from the Christian community, from a lot of communities, to be honest. Like, I'm not really the guy who gets involved in communities. I can be part of the motorcycle community, the soccer community, but I never really got into the soccer community because I never really cared that much about soccer. And in the motorcycle community, like I care, but I mean it's cool, but I never got deep in it. Like I never really found a community and like really started getting into it. But I feel like I need to start getting into a community, start being part of more people's social circle, because bring that to bring that positivity, to bring positivity to those communities. I mean, I'm not saying they don't have positivity, but just feel like it's just something I need to do, something to, I guess, get out of my comfort zone, because I guess for a long time I've always been that type of guy who just I guess I don't know, just always kind of felt like I can't relate to anyone and no one can really relate to me. But nah, it's not true. It's not true. It's just a stereotype. So yeah. Anyways, take care, guys, and God bless.